You told me that you interviewed your parents. So if you can tell me a little bit about what brought you to collect stories from your parents, like why?
Yeah.
What's your why about,
Yeah, I mean that's a good question. It's kind of weird because I wish I had known this earlier. Like with my grandparents, because they were just deceased now. But so I didn't get a chance to talk to them. But it was later on. I guess I don't know what triggered it, but I felt like my parents would, like on occasions would share a little snippet about their life growing up. Like my dad grew up in the Bahamas, right? So sometimes he would share about, living off the beach, living, because back in those days, they basically lived in a small little settlement. They didn't really have electricity. They didn't have a lot of things that we have today. And on occasion, he would just share a little snippet about, his life growing up. I was like, it would be great to just find out more about that. And so that's kind of one of the things that triggered it. And, like I said, my mom, same thing. She grew up with humble beginnings, didn't have a whole lot, but she had a rich childhood, even with the little that she had. And so I just wanted to know more. And I felt like it would be great, too, to be able to have this story told by them and then share it with the family. Like my kids and my grandkids and the next generation. And so they'll have this picture and this image of their great-great-grandparents that they shared growing, their life growing up, which is probably vastly different from how my grandkids and so forth, the next generation is going to be. So that's kind of what inspired me to do it, because I felt like if I didn't do it, nobody else is going to do it, then those stories would be gone.